Don't come after me, but this is probably the third or fourth time I have heard this information from a reputable source. So Dr. Gabrielle Lyons, who is Ed Milet's personal doctor. If you don't know who she is, go look her up. She has a podcast, was interviewed by another lady in the wellness space. And I believe the podcast is called Well Pursued or High Pursuit. I don't know. I will put the name on this video. But she asked her, are you still intermittent fasting? And she said no. She goes, studies are coming out and will continue to come out that intermittent fasting actually harms your hormones. And it especially affects women who are in perimenopause and menopause. And I'm like, I knew it, because I've heard this so many times, and I don't feel like it's right for people in the long run. I feel like you're going to see some like benefits, but also hear me out. For most people, now I have been in this space now for 8 years. I've coached a lot of women. The majority of women who I talk to before coaching them are not hungry in the morning. Like, I would be a gazillionaire right now if I had a penny for every time someone said, I'm not hungry when I wake up in the morning. And I'm just like, that is so weird, because I am starving, and I compare myself to most people because I lost my weight and I wasn't very hungry. Like, I would go all day without eating. I would eat everything at night, and I was overweight. But now that I'm like thin and have muscle and that lean body mass, I'm starving. I have to eat within 30 minutes to an hour of waking up. So I feel like some women heard the intermittent fasting thing, jumped on the bandwagon, and already in their minds were like, okay, well, I'm not hungry when I wake up, so yeah, this isn't be easy for me. I'm just going to do intermittent fasting because I already am not hungry, and went with it. Does that make sense? In fact, maybe you will see some results, but at some point it will start to, I think, have worse side effects. So I will post the podcast below, but just be careful. I am a believer in eating within 30 minutes to an hour of waking up, and every 3 hours, and stopping to eat. And before a certain time. That's worked for me for years, and I believe it works for most people. So that's all I gotta say.